I believe everybody that we are and we have seen the last 3 weeks massive events are creating a really important June. Right in the middle of the year 2023, we are finally seeing a catalyst of battles, of wars for crypto. Some of them we win, some of them we lose. But this week that we are ending now, in my opinion, is one for the winning because adoption is coming. And in my opinion, guys, it's just a matter of time. And that's what I want to talk by the end of this live. Let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Can we have a pump during the live? Well, there's always a possibility, but that will be amazing. And I'm all here to share with you, everybody. Go ahead and welcome everybody today. Chat is all yours. How's everybody doing? Bam! Welcome to another Sunday Night Live with Oscar Ramos. I want to talk a lot about Bitcoin news, crypto news, what's going on right now with everything that I'm seeing. Very blessed, very happy. I will tell you, fam. I told you, last week, all the plans we had. I enjoyed the weekend at the beach. The beginning of the week at the beach, then coming back. And during that vacation, I'm seeing the first Bitcoin ETF approved by the SEC. We are seeing the exchange, right, by Fidelity, by Charles Schwab, and other ones. And you're like, wow. I think coming to the end of the week, we are not seeing too many news as, they're preparing for the new week. But I gotta tell you, fam, in my opinion, right, it is an extremely important time to understand. That's why I'm naming the title of the video. This is it. And I mean, CZ, right? As you are all seeing him, I think CZ, I do want to talk a little bit about Binance, right? And of course about crypto.com Cronos. I mean, it's hard to see, it's hard to find a company that is able to demonstrate so much resilience as far as not being able to quit after so many attacks. That is impeccable. So, I mean, of course, without Binance, we wouldn't have the same pressure in everyone's minds when it comes to crypto. Now, after Binance, we have all these different exchanges that, of course, want to be more, want to do more. And the price, a lot of people are still waiting, are still seeing the price of Bitcoin and saying, $30,000 is not enough for me to jump in. I'm going to wait until it's $35, $40, $50, $60,000. And I get it. It's probably too much fear for them. It's a little bit skeptical, right? But I got to tell you, I am someone who bought at $15,000 Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin, well, it's winning 2x right now because the price is 30. So, well, I'm happy and always willing to share what's working. So I'll tell you everything about it. Don't forget to smash the like button, everybody, and consider subscribing. Cheers! Welcome aboard. So, guys, 3 weeks ago, we got Binance sued, Coinbase sued. 2 weeks ago, we had the FOMC. We have the CPI data. We had a lot of different things, that are pushing the economy forward, that are telling us that we are reducing an inflation. And this week, right, 3 have passed. This week, now we're learning adoption. So we'll get to the charts in just a second. Today, I talked a lot about the charts. So if you watch those videos, thank you. But yeah, the charts are always here and we always look at them, but they can change like this with news that come. But 3 weeks ago, I can define it as the lawsuits and the war against the SEC. 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I can define it as the Fed FOMC impact over crypto, right? They pause, but we have another 2 more hike rates, meaning that we are going to see some retracements, whether you like it or not, because they already know that we have two more hikes at least in the year 2023. And this week, the way I can define it, fam, is adoption, right? So we have the lawsuits, the Fed, and adoption. So lawsuits and crypto regulation, inflation and economic macro data, and adoption. That's beautiful. What will this week be? I mean, in my opinion, that's a great way to simplify what's happening right now in the month of June, because June dropped a lot because of the lawsuits, but thus far, everything is now back to normal. The reason why is because of the massive institutional money we are seeing coming up. That is good. You and I know, right, how important is whales for our industry, for our volume. But you know what's even more important? Retail money who come believing in crypto that is the next big thing. And when you least expect, all those dreams and hard nights and a lot of diamond hands pays off. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it, my friend. Welcome. I'm talking to you, fam. I'm talking to me because we are people, regular people. Most of us are not millionaires. Some of us we don't have, what we want, but we can empathize, right? We can understand. One day it's gonna occur for us. Right now, it's very hard for some people to understand our bullish sentiment because I come with the best intentions possible saying Cronos is gonna be $1. But a lot of people say you are full of, you know what? You don't know what you're talking about. Cronos is heading to zero. There's really not much that I can say at that point to some people, right, who believe in that because they already made up their mind. The only thing that can change those is facts, right? The fact is that crypto.com Cronos is nowhere even close to, what is it? $1. But we are looking at other things that justify the bullish sentiment that you and I have. Therefore, for this upcoming week, what am I looking, fam, for to summarize this upcoming week? Well, if we had regulation, scrutiny, and lawsuits, then we have economy, inflation, and hike rates from the Fed. This week we had massive adoption money coming in. You're talking institutional money with 15 to 16 to billions of dollar companies asking for a Bitcoin ETF. Do you guys have $1 billion? Of course not, right? Hopefully one of you does, but these are the whales, the clients of crypto.com. What did crypto.com institutional do, right? What did they do? They closed in the United States because of the fierce scrutiny from the United States. Some people didn't like it. That's the decision they took. It is what it is. But will they come back? The answer is yes. And that's what's written on the article. So to better times we're heading when it comes to price. To better times. This week, fam, in my video previously, urgent crypto message. Just, urgent because if you don't see it at the right time, you're not going to take the opportunity, right? So that's the way I said it. But the point of this is Bitcoin is so clearly a winner for the future. Inflation hedge, obviously you cannot manipulate it. They approved an increase to the debt ceiling. How many of you, put in the chat, how many of you will still be in Bitcoin if you knew that someone can increase the supply? How many of us will be in Bitcoin if someone can increase the supply? I can tell you that Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, and other companies will be leaving Bitcoin just as fast as me. Why? Because if you're able to increase the supply of Bitcoin, not only price is going to drop, but someone is in charge and it's not democratized and decentralized. That's it. The whole purpose of Bitcoin is over. That what I just described, fam, is the problem with the United States and many countries around the globe. That it's a few who decide that. And well, we're not gonna get into much details that with politics, but the point is the Fed, they don't really audit them, right? Nobody's really chasing them when it comes to keep up their receipts. Therefore, our best bet is, well, hopefully they don't rug us in the banks, right? Because they will continue printing money. If Bitcoin, crypto, and our industry gets secure, gets saved, because I know a lot of us have been a victim of rug pulls, of companies, of FTX, of Celsius, of BlockFi, of many. It's necessarily not your problem big because you trusted someone who claimed to be very good, but at the same time, I mean, not your case, not your crypto, right? Therefore, we are heading into I would say, into a platform where massive crypto people can meet massive crypto or like banking partners. So everything is a little bit more safe and regulation can track down all the bad apples. And if they are doing something wrong, they can be persecuted, prosecuted, and more, right? So justice comes to life. So, well, I got a little bit more excited than usual, but hopefully you like that, everybody. Welcome aboard, fam. Thank you for coming in. Go ahead and smash the like button and consider subscribing. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Do you think it's a big bull trap or before of something good? I can tell you from my experience and the charts that it is not a bull trap just because we had enough reasons to believe that price appreciation, because exactly what I just said, the adoption news of this week. Like this for Bitcoin at $25,000, guys, it was all the lawsuits and it was all the inflation to hike rates coming in this year. But that is a clear change in plans and a reversal, right? So there's obviously someone manipulating the price of Bitcoin, and you have to take the best of it, right? I've said, guys, we can come down because the price, let me go ahead and open it up for everybody to see. We are following this price channel. The price of Bitcoin is following this price channel, right? So it's great. You know that Bitcoin can reach $37,000 by the end of June and the beginning of July. I'm not lying to you guys. The price of Bitcoin can reach almost $40,000. But at the same time, the price of Bitcoin can also drop to 25,000, 26, 7,000 again. So obviously, because I don't have my crystal ball on me right here, obviously I don't know what's going to happen. But what I can tell you is lawsuits, Fed and inflation, adoption. This week, it's going to be a good one if we have the right articles, the right headlines. If for some miraculous reason we have another win against the SEC, another big, branch asset manager decides to open up another ETF, something that it's just very bullish news for us in our industry. We're gonna be looking higher to $31,000. I don't have any doubt. But if we're hearing, let's say, one of the worst things that could happen, but what if the SEC starts saying, let's sue crypto.com? It's gonna come very to a surprise of everybody, right? But there's a big company there that everybody can recognize, and that could drop the price a little bit. I'm just speaking my mind, right? It's not that they're gonna sue crypto.com, because as of right now, crypto.com is being clean. Who's not being so clean? Binance, right? But CC, the only thing he says is 4. Mark C, thank you very much for your super chat, my friend. I appreciate that a lot. Yep, That's going to be Papa Powell giving us all the goodies, all the tendies, because he loves to print money. Everybody, let's go and welcome aboard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on, Emily? Keep on going, Oscar. You know what you're saying is forward thinking. Absolutely. And obviously, guys, when it comes to Cronos, so far, I mean, I'm really loving what I'm seeing. I'm really loving what I'm seeing. Again, the price is not where we want, same as, let's say, Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu and Cronos share a lot alike. They are massive powerhouses when it comes to utility. Obviously, Crypto.com more because it's a massive company, but Shiba Inu still has a lot to do, right? But the price is not what everybody wants, and it makes total sense. And that's why I'm putting Pepe in the title of this live, because Pepe, no utility, and is the best utility, because Pepe, it's a massive meme coin that honestly I really never got so attached to it just because of what it's happening right now. But I always saw Pepe, never knew its name, but I knew, oh, it's the frog that it's always making funny memes. But Pepe is super old, right? Super old, older than Shiba Inu, older than, I believe, even Crypto.com. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But that's why Pepe, with the right group of people, with the right group of this, you know, it did much better than Cronos and Shiba Inu. Let me show you. It's always fun to talk about this and the facts, fam. Here it is. You're seeing this week, right in front of the screen, you're seeing this week, who did the best? Bitcoin Cash. Don't ask me about Bitcoin Cash. I don't know much. I'll have to investigate, right? That's another thing. But Pepe, look at this. 67% pump. What? And where do we see Shiba Inu and Cronos? Not even in the top 100, right? But Pepe is dominating and dominating and dominating. So it's good, right? You know, oftentimes that's the way it is. But I gotta tell you, for long-term purposes, obviously, Shiba Inu and Cronos and Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano and algorand and tectonic, it's another behemoth and another deal. Cheers, fam. It's really exciting news for us. Thank you very much, Tenebrium. Welcome. You do all that right in DeFi wallet. You vaulted a bunch of tectonic, made a bunch of that, and supplied a bunch as well. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, tectonic. I made a video about tectonic this week. Not many people watched it at the very beginning, and the reason why is because it's not pumping and because people like to buy and talk about Pepe instead of a utility token, and I totally understand that, right? It is what it is. Now, what am I expecting, fam? What am I expecting for this upcoming week? What is happening? Well, we're not seeing anything from Jerome Powell, the Fed. Possibly the minutes. When are the minutes coming for Fed minutes for June meeting? For June meeting, right? Because we had the FOMC, and I'm sure that the minutes are gonna release April 12th. So these are gonna come. If the meeting was on the 2nd and the minutes came on the 24th, it means that the minutes are gonna come somewhere around July, 1st or 2nd week of July, right? Because it takes a while. You see, March 21st and the minutes came on April 12th. So the minutes here, we're looking at the 13th. So you're looking at July the 7th, July the 8th. That's when the minutes are coming. So minutes are not going to come soon. CPI is not going to come, right? So the only thing that we had, it's somewhat of this. Crypto exchange, right? EDX has launched, backed by Charles Schwab, Citadel Securities, Fidelity Digital Assets, Paradigm, Sequoia Capital, and more. So obviously, fam, it's it's big companies, big enterprises of money that some of us use. And well, are you gonna use it? How are they gonna attract people and customers? Well, obviously, if you think about it, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Sequoia, and Citadel, they already have existing clients that only do stocks, right? I'm sure that all those clients will be more inclined to do theirs instead of Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, that they can justify not to go with them, with the one that we use, because they'll be like, all of this, like Binance is in so much legal trouble, Coinbase is in legal trouble with the SEC, so they can make a case that if you use theirs, like the ones we use, your money is gonna be lost. But if you use us, that we're new, we're fine because we're this and this and this protected. You see, I'm just thinking out loud of the ways they can pitch EDX. Also, this week's we have Binance joins Bitcoin Lightning Network, BNB launches layer 2 chain-based OP stack, UK set to pass cryptocurrency as stablecoin law, and Elon Musk denies ownership of Dogecoin wallet in lawsuit. Right? Pretty crazy. I think the big one that we reached the $31,000 easy was this one that you're seeing on the screen. SEC approves the first leverage Bitcoin futures ETF. I believe that was the one, fam, that we really liked, that everyone, it was 2 days ago, but it feels like a week, right? Because everything moves so fast in crypto. Then we have Belgium, right? We talked about it, like, and Binance is like 4. Who cares? We have more stuff coming in. Crypto.com receiving Spain license. It is not a surprise. Crypto.com is winning and winning and winning. And of course, more stuff, more news. And Jerome Powell, this one was another one. Well, actually, it was this one. Yes. This one, I believe, also helped for Bitcoin to rally. So if I had to tell you the 2 news that are gonna be massive to withstand $30,000, number 1, Federal Reserve Chairman saying crypto appears to have staying power as an asset class, and SEC approves the first Bitcoin ETF. Those two, fam. Those two. Like, you really don't have to look any further. I love other companies and other Bitcoin, like billion level Bitcoin ETF proposals, right? But these two have long lasting support, and I love them, right? If we have more news like those, we're gonna see some major pumps coming our way, for sure. Love it, fam. When Shibarium, what's going on? What they said was July, August. So Shibarium should be coming this summer. That's what our research comes out to. That in the last couple of months we've been listening. The beta is out already, so we're looking at a month or so coming out for sure. But Pepe went online when the Fed started to make trouble. Yeah, because Pepe, I think, is one of the biggest memes against what's normal. The fact not having utility, but the fact that you have a massive community in Wales. Pepe has, Binance still has millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in Pepe, right? So trillions holding, right? 94 trillion Pepe wallet. That's what Binance has. More than anyone, right? Combined. So it's crazy, fam. That's the way it is. Now, are you seeing what's happening right now? The price of Bitcoin is dropping. So let's go and zoom in. What's happening? And it's not surprise. You and I know. Oh, let's get closer here. We'll start to see a couple of first, and I mean, it happens all the time. Like, happens to be that it's so rare when we have a Sunday that the price pumps. Can't believe it. I miss it. Like it pumps something like this, because this comes usually in the nobody expects the pumps, right? It's Sunday night, and it was like, are we gonna have something delicious happening? Never. It is just what it is, right? So I'm happy, that at least it is good. But so far, the price of Bitcoin is holding that $30,000. What's going on, Luis? Happy to have you in the house, brother. Welcome, welcome. Oscar, try to explain how tectonic is used more than just the price. Think of what you did the video way that people will invest in it. Imagine with passive income you make and swap. Yeah, it's basically a bank, right? Loans. You loan, you supply. It's for people who really. I'm not really concerned, number one, but obviously that's something that it's a gem. It's a crypto gem, and with all the new AWS and Google Cloud support for the upcoming GameFi and DeFi projects coming to Cronos chain, Tectonic is gonna be the easy winner to support, supply, and get loans from, and that's gonna be a very great, vital part of Cronos to have transactions coming in and life in the ecosystem. So really cool. Plus, now that you mentioned Tectonic a little bit, Aave is giving us some pretty interesting pumps. And I'm not into Aave, I'm not into Ethereum, right? What have you, but Aave pumped very massively today, about 30% or so, and it's coming down. Aave is lending, Aave is borrowing. So every time I compare Tectonic, Aave is the first one that I'm looking like, right? Let me tell you a story. It's been a while since I haven't done this, but it's always good to look at it. First and foremost, the one that we all want is Cronos, right? Cronos, the only one that we can compare it to is BNB, not by price, but by market capitalization. As everybody knows, that is $1.41. Guys, Cronos having $36 billion, it's like Bitcoin having, what is it, 2 trillion in market capitalization. It's of course, right? Of course. I know it's hard to believe, And don't forget to smash the like button, everybody. I want to have more family in the house, more questions and answers. That'll be awesome. But that's just the way I see it, right? If people, and this is really stretching it, if people claim that Shiba Inu, obviously it's too much to be true, but if people claim that Shiba Inu can be 1 cent, if you compare Shiba Inu to the price of Bitcoin, that is 2 zeros 1, right? 120x, $586 billion in market capitalization. Obviously, you'll need to burn a lot. It will be a big mess, but then you will get as close as possible. But I mean, that is a much difficult to believe strategy and an opportunity. But Shiba Inu still has a couple of good 10x ahead. I'm really happy about that. Obviously, something like that takes years and an altcoin season to occur. But if you're patient, what matters is the utility and long-lasting value to people. Once again, remember, we're early. We're early, right? I'll continue the price predictions, but one of the best arguments or counter arguments to anyone not believing in big price predictions is, right? We're early. We're still drafting regulation and laws against and for this industry. We do not have currently someone in the presidency of the United States who is pro-Bitcoin. Joe Biden is not pro-Bitcoin, guys. Joe Biden, Donald Trump is not that pro-crypto or pro-Bitcoin. We know that, right? It's documentation. It's there. It's public. We don't have a pro-Bitcoin person. Rick, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that a lot. Welcome. So once we have a pro-Bitcoin president, right, things are going to change in favor of you and me. That's a fact. So I know maybe for you and I who are almost 30 or 40 or 50, some of you youngsters watching 18 years old, that's amazing. I mean, you guys are going to have a terrific time in crypto. The reason is because I started crypto in 2021 with all the high expectations of a little kid, but now I had to wait for the bull market to be over, not knowing much, and now I'm with you in this bear market that still doesn't end. But what's good is that we're learning so much, we're investing so much, we are building so much that when the next bull market comes, it might be the last one of many of you, and financial freedom will be ahead. That's the way I see it, fam. Okay, so I just wanted to make a little parenthesis there so everybody will get it. Welcome, everybody. Happy to have you here in Oscar Ramos Sunday Night Live. And the reason why we do this is because to catch up everybody, to talk about with everybody, to keep us ready for the next week. I mean, if you're just coming in, first week, the first second week of June, it was regulation oversight. Then the next one was economy, inflation, and Fed. And then this one is crypto adoption. Good news. Fire Gary Gensler bill and ETFs and adoption and growth. That's why we are seeing from 27 and 28 all the way to the $31,000. What will this one be? What will this one coming up be, right? I don't know, but I'm bullish. I'm going to show you still the crypto fear index and the rainbow chart, and they are bullish, right? So I think at this time, right, let me go ahead and test all my audience. Well, not test, right, but just a poll. And let me see. I want to hear you guys, right? Boom. There it is. We just want to see, just curious. And once I have enough data points, we'll go ahead and talk about that one. Now, what I was saying is tectonic and Aave, right? So there it is. If tectonic had Aave's market cap, that's 30x and boom, right? And 100x, it's going back to the price tectonic was before the massive bear market that we are living. So just giving you those insights. Tectonic was much higher than this price. So when an altcoin season comes, Aave is going to explode, Cronos is going to explode, tectonic is going to explode. So that's what I'm believing, right? So I'm so happy we're building our backs right now. Might be low, might be high, but you know, fam, you know better. This is what's going on so far. Neutral, greed and greed. This is not $100,000 Bitcoin greed. This is just $30,000 Bitcoin greed. And you do want to join crypto before it's the $100,000 Bitcoin greed. The reason is because once we are in that territory of $70,000 to $80,000 Bitcoin, there's a higher probability that you're not going to make a lot of money once we reach the top, because now the bear market is over and I will say the neutral market is taking over and the bull is, getting close. So you might want to prepare right now. In the 1 hour, we're still seeing some retracements here on Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so the price of Bitcoin did reach 29,000, but it was fully rejected. So we might have some rejections here in the price. There it is. $29,000 Bitcoin right now in the last, I will say 35 or so minutes. So how can this be? Starting the live, we see the price of Bitcoin correcting. Classic me. Always happens. When we want to have a live for nice Bitcoin pumps, is the total opposite. It's okay. No worries. 51 here, but my kids are 13 and 16, and I'm teaching them about crypto now so they can be financially independent by the 30, if not earlier. That's a great strategy, Marsky. Appreciate that a lot. I mean, I think you're very, very smart. It's just insane, right? And I love it. It is just what it is. That's the idea as far as the long potential growth of crypto and most of the altcoins that we hold, fam. And I gotta tell you, Grace Marsulik, crypto.com. Let's talk about that. When it comes to, we'll see what the price does right now. If it continues, going down, we'll take a look at it. For the first 40 something votes, go ahead and take a look at the poll that we have right now in the house, fam. Will Bitcoin go back to $20,000? The reason why I'm asking is because some people, the shorts, right, are probably trying to short as much Bitcoin as possible because they don't want it to run still. But I have bad news for shorts, right? Guess who already came on board? BlackRock. BlackRock, when they come, I am pretty positive they're not stupid. They're not really into the business of losing money, if you know what I mean. So I'm pretty positive they're going to be making some really good cash flow as time goes on. So there's an argument that we're going to be seeing better territories. Now, when it comes to our Mr. Cronos, you guys saw what happened, or like one of the latest Chris's post, which I really liked a lot. I gotta tell you, in a few words, a lot of wisdom. There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. I couldn't agree more to that, right? All of us who are in the Cronos army, in the Cronos fam, Binance fam, XRP fam, Shiba Inu fam, and more, right? It's not excluded. That applies to everybody. It's we're really trying to find the best projects for our lives, for our families, for our futures. I know people who are super into XRP. Us, we're super into Cronos. Some people are super into meme coins. Some people are super into Ethereum and more. The point is, all of us, we're an industry that a lot of people are trying to accept, but many countries are trying to reject. And this is the best segue for me to start with regulation and oversight. And crypto.com this week added Spain. The last one was the major license from Singapore that we got this month of June. Now we're here in Spain. So I gotta tell you, fam, that's a big one, right? We are not seeing, I haven't heard Binance talking about Spain like that. That was a nice registration license to not only have crypto.com application good, but also other different services, right? And that's what I'm looking at. That's what matters. So that's for Crow. So far, let's go ahead and take a look at it. We talked about it. Oof. In the 15 minutes, we're seeing some retracements here. So let's go to the 4 hours. Check that out. If you watch my previous video on Crow, what did I say? There's a crucial wall at 6 cents for Cronos, right? From the way it looks like, that you can see how easily it was breaking all the 5 cents. Now it's down to this, once again to the 5. It reached 6 just for a little bit, man. And people are starting to cash out. And this wasn't like a 1-day pump. This was a 10-day rally. A 10-day rally. That's why it kind of hurts the most, because we want Cronos to be out of the 5 as soon as possible, right? Let's go to Binance. Binance in the last couple of weeks has been actually neutral. After they collapsed from the $300, Binance really hasn't been able to reach higher, which means that it might be because of some whales who trusted Binance, BNB. As soon as they started seeing the problems in the United States, they knew how the United States and the SEC and Gary Gensler influence in the world will, would have continued influencing and affecting other different licenses and nations across the globe. And guess what? They were not wrong. France, Netherlands, Canada, and now, of course, what is it? Belgium. So we're seeing, fam, that it doesn't seem Binance is gonna be recovering its $300 pump, its $300 price tag, which that's gonna be a 30% pump. Nothing seems, there's nothing bullish about it right now for Binance, but you and I know they're gonna be fine. It's all gonna be okay. And number 4, that's what we want for Binance to be. But it's good. It's good that crypto.com and even other different exchanges like Huobi in Hong Kong, where Binance fails, in quotes, they can come in and attack and present a different story so that more people look at them, right? That's what I like. That's what I see. So it's really good, fam, to see how they're helping each other for more development, business partners, and more. But at the same time, they want to see them succeed and win. And this brings me to another one, fam. I'm going to go ahead, and this is one that I'm actually trying to do. It's here. Listing Crow on Binance. It's not going to happen, right? But a lot of people, a lot of likes, and the one that I did like this because Binance said, do your own research, list Crow, right? So a lot of people want it. And if it happens, it will help us so much. But realistically speaking, it might not happen because Binance, they're not looking to give us an inch. Now, let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions. I'll put the price back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance at 51. And I had a quiz for you guys. As Bitcoin dominance goes up, altcoins fall, right? Woo! That's just the way that it is, my fam. But I'm super happy to see all the good stories. Mommy, what is going on, fam? Happy to see you in the house. 2 cycles from now, I'll have accumulated 10 million Crow MFs. When Crow hits $100, what? $100? Oh man. I am not against to that price. Absolutely not. Cronos at $100. Oof. Is, I can tell you from now, that is really unrealistic. But hey, if that's what you believe, by all means, be my guest and go for it. And you know what? I love that type of feeling because, like me, I'm not rushing anything, right? You might have a good steady job, a good steady business, a good steady saving, whatever. And you don't really need Bitcoin or crypto to retire you, right? Like as soon as possible because you want to buy a yacht and buy, the latest Tesla or whatever. Like you don't want to live that rich life, but you know what rich means, right? Financial freedom means, right? The happiness of being with family, friends, not worry and stuff, right? So rich is different for everybody, right? So I can also wait 10 years from now. I can also wait 5 years from now, 7 years. Like we're going to still grow because we have jobs, we have steady incomes, but crypto, that 1 in a million story, like the Dogecoin millionaire, right? What happened when you go all in and perfect time, it breaks, it pumps, it does the degen play, and everyone is like, what just happened, right? And those are rare unless you're also a hacker, a rug puller, or someone in DeFi who is behind a lot of pumps and dumps, to be honest with you. Other than that, Michael Saylor, you, me, many people are the ones who are like, we're gonna go ahead and wait our time. That's what it is. The test of time, of course. Binance won't hail. They just have things to fix now. Relationships. I don't want Binance. I don't want Coinbase. I don't want Gemini. I don't want Crypto.com to fail or to do bad, right? But every single time they do make a mistake, the SEC is looking too. And well, What happened with FTX was too big to ignore, right? What happened with Terra Luna? They still got something, but nothing really from the United States, right? It was mostly FTX with Sam Bankman-Fried. You have to get one thing straight, everybody. Binance is not finished nor powerless. They are out. They are our gauge on the market. Hang in there. It's truly a test of time. Yes. I mean, I know that we have our exchanges, right? And the best will win in the end. That's basically it. But I mean, I'm sure, guys, that as we go to all the exchanges, as we go to all these cryptocurrencies, right? The last year, which one was one that really completely failed? Well, I gotta tell you a few of them that failed massively. And to start with Terra Luna, right? Terra Luna was right there in the 10 and 11 position. Terra Luna, now it's Terra Luna Classic, of course. No, it's just not gonna go back to that price anymore, right? But it was a failed protocol they'd had, and that's it. It's over. Solana was much higher, and because of all the shutdowns and problems, now it's position 9, but there's still position 9, so it's still pretty decent. So these are projects, fam. XRP, 48 cents. XRP was 50 something cents or so, right? About a couple. Yeah, there it is. It was going ham because of all the Hitman documents and all of that good stuff. So XRP, fam, right? Most of us holding it. I'm holding my XRP, so I want to make sure that we make the right decisions to explode in the end of the day. And as the Fed, I think this is a great way to pivot to this a little bit. Once you're on Powell, oh man, are you ready for this one? Once your own Powell starts cutting rates, that's it. That is our greatest catalyst in 2023. He said that he wasn't gonna do it. That cutting rates was gonna be something done in years from now. His words. We were watching the FOMC live, remember? But once the Fed cuts rates, which means from the 5 or 6% we have right now, federal funds rates, it starts cutting. You mean 25, 50, 75 basis points? Guys, it's over. It's over. Game over. Price of Bitcoin is going to skyrocket. Price of Bitcoin is going to shoot up. Boom. Easy. Yes. So it's the Fed mostly that really has, the crypto market waiting. Because crypto adoption news, Bitcoin and all of that, that's inevitable. That's just not going to stop, right? Good news are gonna come whether you like it or not. The only thing that is bad for us that it's like the Fed. For good news, this is for bad news. That's Gary Gensler with the SEC, CFTC, right? So we have our pros and cons here. So for Bitcoin to rally, the Fed cutting rates, shut up. Like it's just gonna do massively. But if Gary Gensler continues the war, with Elizabeth Warren, the anti-crypto army, if they continue suing, if they continue messing our lives, if they continue just not letting us exist, well, the United States is gonna fall behind, and not many good things are gonna happen out of it. But they won't have enough reasons to shut us down, because Hitman documents prove once again that the Fed is corrupt, that they don't even know what they're talking about, and that XRP is going to win the case, and Ripple, right? And once it happens, when it's public, XRP will probably more likely be skyrocketing for a while, and all the good XRP, the XRP community is going to be absolutely insane. So I just gave you an overview of of what I believe are waiting for. But this is not this week. This is the year 2023 for sure. Gonna be awesome. Hakasad, welcome, buddy. Happy to have you here in the house. Let's go. That's awesome. Facts over feelings. What's going on, brother? If you don't understand how market cap affects price, you shouldn't be investing, because you'll get wrecked. Learn first, then invest. 100% agree. 100% agree, brother. Guys, even if it's through the diamond, do everything you can accumulate, grow. It will pay off. It will pay off. It will pay off. Oh, actually, thank you so much for reminding me one thing. Our burns. So I have some people DMing me on Twitter about the burns, and it seems that we have burned. Oh, look at this, fam! Cronos has burned so far $612,000. That is approximately 10 million Cronos. 10 million Cronos. Bye. And what was, let me see. Yes, 10 million Cronos. That's not bad. What was the average they gave us? A year, 100 million Cronos. So this started, was like a month or so ago, right? So far, 10 million Cronos. Not bad. Much better. 10 million Cronos are out of the circulation thanks to the community speaking out. This is good. So we have a mechanism now that is reducing the supply of the Cronos that count, and this is what we want. Perfect. So when the next bull market comes back, when the next altcoin season comes back, now we're burning. Now we have more reasons to be selected in different industries, companies, and countries. And once and for all, crypto.com will be open up in the United States for retail investors. That's what we need. That's what we need. Crypto.com needs all that value, all that delegation, all that staking, and all that volume, right? And you can only imagine more licenses and crests and partnerships and you name it, right? The latest big partnership for Crypto.com, I think the biggest one by far was the FIFA World Cup, right? In 2022. Yes, right. I don't even know what year I'm living in, but I think it was 2023. If it was 2023, oh my lord. but yeah, I mean the World Cup, right, was the one. So I'm expecting, right, another big massive event for Crypto.com, for Binance, and for other ones, right? Sad but true. Crypto.com partner up with with FIFA for this massive event, and there wasn't really a great field and like an environment for crypto at that time. But once again, when the time is in our way for us and in our behalf, when people think, which crypto exchange can I use for my first buy of Bitcoin or Cronos? Crypto.com, right? That's going to be one they're going to be looking at. Binance, Coinbase, if you live in the US. These are all exchanges, and they all are going to be competing with each other. And it's going to be great to see once the volume is rising, once crypto goes from $1 trillion right now back to $3 trillion. Can you imagine once the price and the market cap goes to $5 trillion? That's where I'm looking at for the max top of the next upcoming bull market. Right now it's 1 trillion. We reached 3 trillion in the previous bull market. We went down to 1 trillion. So we're going to go to 3 trillion. And then for the top of the bull market, we should be looking in the 4 to 5 trillion global, even more. And then once that bull market starts coming down, we shouldn't go back to the 1 trillion. It should be roughly around the 2 to 3 trillion, right? So it's always going up, the price, as the next bull season, as the next cycle comes on. So I think that's a very important, insight or metric to look at for sure. When BlackRock comes, they come with thunder. It's true, brother. It's true for sure. Thank you, John. Appreciate that a lot. Of course. I make 100 crow every week free from staking in DeFi. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how many I make, but I make some pretty good ones because I do have some delicious position right there. Scott, welcome, fam. That's really, really happy to see. Nice, Chris. Awesome. So we are in greed. This is the Bitcoin rainbow chart that I'm talking about all the time. And here's the halving, roughly March 2024. And will Bitcoin go back to 20K? 70% say no, 30% say yes. I believe no. I believe no. Thank you, Mommy of the Aka, for gifting one membership. I appreciate that a lot, my friend. The reason why, fam, is because right now Bitcoin, it's been bought more. It's overbought a little bit. We are looking at a retracement, but I don't think $20,000 is going to be coming up unless something catastrophic happens and goodbye, right? But I don't really see it coming up. Pakazat is now a member. Let's go, Pakazat. You were a member for a while too. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. So this is what's happening. Obviously, for the major bull market, over $100,000, over $100,000 Bitcoin should be a must. Then what are you gonna do? Wait until $80,000 to get in, or maybe getting now and enjoy a 3x? That's a big question, right? Because you know Bitcoin is gonna pass $100,000. Katie Wood, she's saying $1 million. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Once Bitcoin reaches $100,000, this is what's gonna happen. All the maxis are gonna be like, no, first I told you, and then Bitcoin is gonna replace gold. Bitcoin is gonna go to 500,000, $1 million, and the US money, fiat, is over. Now use Bitcoin. I believe, everybody, that in the next bull market, there's gonna be a massive campaign against the dollar. Yeah, because I mean, we won. We have demonstrated that we survived the SEC attacks, the anti-crypto attacks, the Fed manipulation, the printing of money, all the rug pulls and everything. Then why to even bother with fiat, right? So I think the next bull market, it's going to start shaping people's ideals of money. And well, for us in crypto, it's just gonna give us a really great edge, because that's probably when Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com are gonna make the most money. Right now, they're making decent money, but they're gonna make billions of dollars once the crypto industry really goes all the speed ahead, right? When you see massive Web2 people, Web2 influencers and industries turning into blockchain. That's my opinion, right? Of where I believe we're going to start seeing. And if you don't think so, well, let me show you. And this is one analysis that I do oftentimes here during the live with my Fibonacci retracements and everything. I have it right here. So it's called the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves. And I have them right here. I put them twice. So these guys are similar to the Bitcoin rainbow chart, but it might be better in my opinion because it's on TradingView, so I can have a little bit more control. So on this ones, nope, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. As you can tell, I need to go to the week so you're really clearly seeing. I'm gonna hide everything. There you go. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, now this is perfect. Check this out. And I'm gonna do the logarithmic. Oh, I have the logarithmic. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, because it's the logarithmic. Good. Okay. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the price of Bitcoin according to Matt, right, of where we've been before. The first bull cycle of 2024, it's right here. Then another bull cycle, 2017. How many years? 2014, 2017. How many? Or 18 even. 4 to 3 years, right? Then the next one, 2021. So 17, 18, 2021, right? Now, when is the next one gonna come? We're looking roughly right now, 2024, 25. It's coming. It's coming, everybody. Like, I'm not kidding you. It is mad. It always follows this. And where is Bitcoin now? It's dead. It's under it. It's right here. Like, we have the best M3 in the world. The best M3 in the world, like for reals. I'm not kidding you guys. Once Bitcoin goes back to the logarithmic curves at $65,000, it's going to be the beginning in the green zone. So finally, we can start reaching prices of $100,000 to $150,000. Now, the previous bull cycle, we did not reach the red zone, not even here on the rainbow chart. You see? It was the orange. In the previous ones, we reached red, not here. And it totally, completely is proven right here too. So they work. Therefore, once and only once we finally see a bull market that we've never seen in our lifetime, that is gonna be unspeakable, right? I don't really have the words right now to really frame how the next bull market is gonna transform our lives. I mean, if you're listening to this and you're like wondering, am I doing the right thing to buy crypto? First and foremost, learn, study, review, and then buy, right? That's the rule of the land for me, right? But you just wait for these times to get in. Imagine if we're totally the opposite, right? Imagine if Bitcoin is back in 2021 at $60,000 to $50,000, and we're like, dude, Bitcoin is gonna go higher, much higher, because we are at this level. Let's buy right now. Hold on a second. Go back to the charts. Where are we right now? Well, we are at 50, but I mean, this is a bullish chart trend, right? Dude, if you take a look at the chart right here, you are now beginning to go to the mid bull market and end bull market. So the bear is coming. Be ready. So the bear and the worst of the bear, we were seeing it in 2022. Now we are seeing the last of the bear and the beginning of the bull. We're not in the bull market. Anyone who says we're in the bull market, no, right? According to the charts, we're not. So it's good. And like here in the chat said, just buy, right? Obviously, altcoins are going to bleed more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be more stronger than altcoins for a while, for the beginning of the bull season. But once the bull cycle comes, you're not going to stop it. And I've seen it with my own eyes. I can tell you, fam, I saw the Bitcoin bull market with my own eyes. Couldn't believe it. I saw AM token rise. Boom. I saw Shiba Inu rise like a maniac. No one in the world could have easily comprehend what occurred with Shiba Inu. The novelty. Everybody, billionaires were talking about it. Like, nobody thought it was possible. So that's what's happening right now. It's so important for us that it will transform our lives for the better. I believe, Francisco, you have some good thinking right there. What did Francisco say? I see that graph and I see Bitcoin reaching 100K. Francisco, of course, brother. You know it. Like we are like just take a look at the chart. Like I'm not making this stuff. Like look, look. That is the Bitcoin chart. This is the dinosaur. 2009, guys. 2009. I mean, check this out. Bitcoin was 1 cent. Can we go back to 2010, please? What were you doing in 2010? I tell you what, not buying Bitcoin, right? It was difficult. 2010, 2 years or 1 year after the market crashed, the house market exploded. Then Bitcoin came to existence. As some of you are saying, 10 years old. 2010, man, 2010. Can't believe it. I was so dumb, so ignorant. I thought, you have to save money. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. $2. What were you doing in 2011? $2 Bitcoin. Then immediately $45. Then crashed to $2. You see? You see? Don't be scared. A lot of people went in here at $30 and they're like, insanity. Let's buy. Let's do this. And people, I can actually assure you that some people either went to a crazy hospital because they couldn't withstand the stress, or just kill themselves. Like it's just so hard to say, but when you go all in here and then you see that in June 2011 all the way to November 2011, you end your capital, your equity, because everything's crashed, it's hard to come back. None of them had any previous history to confirm that they were going to go up. How many people in 2011 said Bitcoin is over? Oof, I can only imagine. Right? But then 2013 came and 46 once again. You see, takes years. It took a year plus. It wasn't easy. It took a year plus. If you have ears to listen, hear this. Then another one, $271 Bitcoin in April 2013. Can you believe that? Then it crashed to $80 once again. People back then had the idea, you know what? It crashes, but I think it's going to come back. So it did. $1,000 Bitcoin at the end of 2013. Then it crashed once again to $200. And once again, people believed, and it was growing and massive. The first bull cycle of everyone, $24,000. So obviously, I think people, you guys can understand, right, how it goes all the time. Right now, we are right there at $30,000 Bitcoin. Will my lifetime see $300,000 Bitcoin? Probably yes. 100,000 Bitcoin? Yes, I'm sure. It's all up to us, fam. That's it. Oh, this was a good live, fam. I had a lot of fun. Don't forget to smash the like button, everybody, and consider subscribing to the channel. Please, that will help a lot. But I mean, honestly, I think you guys are seeing it on the charts, right? I think that's it. Point is clear. It's just about patience, waiting, not being, disappointed with the losses, and just staying together. That's it. Staying together. Good projects are gonna come. Bad days are gonna come. But fortune favors the brave. And they're gonna hate us a lot, you know, or don't understand crypto and the industry that we represent. But we just need 1 more billion people to come to this space, so all of our positions are gonna be exploding. We do not need the entire population of the planet to explode where we want. We just need literally half of 1 billion or 1 billion people, and that's it. Honestly, right? We're less than 1 billion people total who own crypto. Then what if we start with the first billion? Oof, you can only wish what's going to happen. My family, thank you very much for coming into this page. You're awesome as always. Thank you to all my super chats, to all the members, subscribers, and everybody. Thank you for all your content. Appreciate it, Chris. That's funny, Chris. That's awesome. Thank you. Enjoy your riches in due time. Absolutely. Ohio in the house. Let's go. We're at the bottom of the curve and it begins the bull run. Fill the bags, of course, fam. So thank you very much for it. We're in the accumulative phase. Absolutely, MF. It's time for me to relax, rest, and prepare for tomorrow. So far, the prices doesn't seem to be pumping at this time, as I'm looking at coin market cap and everything. So let's just wait for tomorrow and see how we start. Lastly, 3 weeks ago, regulation oversight week. 2 weeks ago, Fed, inflation, economy, rates. This week, adoption. We'll see what this week is going to come and bring to us. Be ready. It's going to be extremely important. I'll see you next time, everybody. God bless you all. Be safe and take care. Peace. Let's go.